At JK Podcast, we believe laughter is the best therapy for life's unexpected detours. Hosted by Jenny and Kelly Jo, two everyday, middle-aged, blonde girlfriends from the Midwest who bonded during painful life transitions. We turn our post-divorce chaos and daily mishaps into laughter and invaluable friendship, and now a podcast. Through honest conversations, anecdotes of daily life, and a healthy dose of humor, we turn real, ridiculous, and messy moments into relatable stories. Sharing our story is therapeutic for us, and we hope it is entertaining and somehow helpful to you. Because at JK Podcast, we're just kidding, but also, we're really not.
In previous episodes, we discussed online dating, synthetic love, useless modern dating terms, and bird warfare. In this episode, Jenny and Kelly Jo discuss the McBee Dynasty, real American Cowboys.
Let me write what comes next. We're girls on a mission. We don't need to be perfect. Just honest, just real, just figuring it out over chips and salt. So we'll crack the case. Give me the pen, I'll write our story right. We came lying honestly, we're gonna be
Welcome to the JK Podcast, where we talk about when life is unexpected. I'm Jenny.
And I'm Kelly Jo.
So, Kelly Jo, you and I had a shared experience on Saturday.
We did.
You texted me. Mm-hmm. I was home because my social battery was done.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I cleaned my house a little bit. I was just tired, you know.
I think you had texted me.
Oh, because I went to fireworks the night before. That's
Yes.
why I was so tired.
And I think you told me, was that the day you took a nap?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And I never take naps.
Right.
Yeah. And then you texted me and you said, hey, I started watching this new show. Mm-hmm. Something like, it's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
And then I was like,
well, because it's got a vibe of another show we like.
It does. Mm-hmm. It does. Yeah. I know you have more streaming things than I do, so I wasn't even sure I could watch it, but I Googled it and I'm like, oh, it's on Peacock. Mm-hmm. So I can watch it. Mm-hmm. Actually, I think you also told me that the dad was like off the rails.
Oh, that's what it was. I was so annoyed with him and I wanted to vent about him, but you didn't know him. I'm going to go find my messages while you talk, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that's what got me, because you were like, the dad is off the rails. So then I was like, well, maybe I'm interested enough to watch. I don't watch a lot of TV, actually.
You'll give it a look.
Yep. So I watched the first episode and then I was like, oh, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. I get why Kelly Jo is annoyed with this man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So.
Mm-hmm. And then, actually, I don't love reality TV. I find it to be pretty, like, scripted. It's not really reality TV. It's always a bunch of drama.
Yeah.
Then I saw that this show is filmed in, like, Kansas City and Gallatin, Missouri. And I have a lot of family that lives fairly close to Gallatin, Missouri.
Right.
So then I was like, okay, I'm super curious about how this all plays out.
Right. And so?
Maybe I texted you.
It's Saturday. Oh, here we go. Here's Saturday.
We must text a lot.
Okay. I said, if you're looking for something to watch,
Uh-huh.
the McBee Dynasty, Real American Cowboys has my attention. A dad and 4 sons running a ranch in Missouri. I want to like the dad so much, but he is making me so mad.
Yeah.
And you said, thanks. Sounds like my kind of show. And then later you said, so I'm watching it. I said, some of what the dad says is a little triggering for me. And I want to punch him in the throat.
Yes.
Is what I said.
Yes.
And you said, I can totally understand the trigger. I immediately thought of you. And I said that night, I just finished season 1. Season 2 has begun. It's only got 1 episode so far. And you said the dad is infuriating, but I'm completely hooked.
Yeah.
And I said, he is. Dude, deal with your trauma.
Right.
It ain't cute to be that old and behave that way.
Yes.
His mixed messages are driving me up a wall. And in many ways, he's just a big fat coward, I said.
Yeah.
He'd have to be classified as a too soon person, I said, based on the way he's
100%.
behaving. The whole thing is just making me mad at men in general.
Yeah.
I said, what the HE double hockey sticks is the obsession that men have with conquering as many women.
Uh-huh.
If I hear one more time, how am I supposed to say no to that? As if you're a wild animal with no agency over yourself or ability to choose. I'm so over it. And, I mean, basically, it went on and on. I carried on for a while.
It hit a nerve for you.
It did. And you said, I 100% agree, and that you wanted to talk to your dad about it. And that when in the episode they said sitting at a fire with the Native Americans, will, you know, people never forget how you make them feel, while he's out treating people really not well.
Right. I'm going to say this show is not for children.
No.
And there were multiple parts that I just fast forwarded through, like lots of things I did not need to see.
Right. It's not like nudity or a lot of cussing. It's the social scene.
Yeah.
It's just icky how the dad acts.
Yeah. I was just blown away by how outlandish the dad is in every way.
Yeah.
We're talking about a part of rural America where people are salt to the earth, you know, have lived on family farms for generations, are not flashy in any way. And so when he says things like, you know, the community hates us, and then he's trying to, but we provide so many jobs and all of this. If you are connected to that part of the world at all, you can completely understand why people don't like them. I mean, they're driving vehicles that don't belong in that part of the world. Like, the dad has 3 houses.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with having money and enjoying the fruits of your labor, but it doesn't fit there. But it's your attitude about it too. Like, if you're doing it for the clout and just to show off and so that everybody knows,
right,
you know, who you are, and everybody should know your name.
Yeah, right. I know lots of farm families who also farm a lot of acres and take great pride in how they care for the land and the job that they do. And like, what I saw on that show was nothing like that. It's just this, like, get it done as fast as you can. There's truly, like, so much land. I don't know how you would ever keep track of what's what. When I asked my dad about it, he's like, you're 100% right. The quality is not there.
Yeah, I'm so curious what else your dad had to say. So I grew up in town, but it was a rural community. There was like 2,000 people in the town I grew up with. Did you grow up on a farm? I know your dad had sheep. Yeah. So you can relate to that even more than I can. I mean, I had an aunt that had a farm, but they did dairy cows. I at first liked the idea of 4 sons being good friends and working together and working for the dad. I mean, that's a little bit the dream, right? Sometimes.
Yeah.
But it does bring up a lot of questions. Like, when I saw the dad interacting with the boys, you have to be healthy.
Yeah.
All of you to be in that kind of thing, because it seems like the dad has a lot of power over their thinking, their lives. I didn't like his attitude towards any of them having a girlfriend. They all seemed pretty non-committal, except for the one. The one seems really like a good dude. But I don't know how much of that is influenced from the dad or watching their parents' marriage split apart, or it's, you know, just what they're focused on in season 1. But to the point he was saying, so-and-so's girl, I don't like her. She's not nice. She's da-da-da-da-da. She never lets you take any calls. You can't, she's going to interfere with the business. Like, just all this stuff. In the meantime, he was having somebody basically live with them, telling in the interviews and everybody else, I can't get rid of her, and I don't know how to be any more clear. But when you saw him with her, he was not clear. No. He lied to her face. Yeah.
Like, remember that scene where like, he has the Kansas City girlfriend, Brooke?
Yes.
And he went to see Brooke and she's asking him about Galena. Yeah. And he makes it seem like he and Galena are not in any type of relationship. I mean, he wouldn't call it that anyway, but he makes it seem like they're not involved with each other at all. Okay, so that's a lie. Right. And then later on, when some things happen, Brooke breaks up with him very clearly, recorded on TV.
Oh, yes.
And then what does he do? Same day, it seems like, probably within the hour, goes to see Galena and is like, I ended it with Brooke.
I ended it.
Kelly Jo, I could have thrown something at the TV.
I know. It was disgusting.
Blatant lying.
Yeah. It annoyed me, too, when, like, spoiler alert. It's been out, so if you haven't seen it, spoiler alert, if you don't want to know anything about it, you know, maybe come back after you've watched it. But, oh, shoot, I lost it. Maybe it'll come to me when I tell the backstory that this girl that he was seeing on the side apparently was a single mom, right? Because there was reference to that. Something was wrong with her car. She needed to borrow a car. So she gets a hold of old buddy Steve.
Steve McBee.
Steve McBee.
Sounds like a con man name.
Right. And apparently he had rented her vehicles, company vehicles in the past or whatever. Well, there weren't any available. So what does he do? He borrows to her his live-in person's car.
That was in the body shop.
And spoiler alert, Brooke destroys the vehicle. She's in some kind of accident. Okay, so then when Galena goes to check on it, she's like, I had a scratch. The whole bumper's missing. The whole front end.
It's totaled.
Yeah, okay, so she's mad.
Yeah.
Mad, obviously.
Very.
And so they're sitting down having a conversation about it, and she basically says, you told me you weren't seeing her anymore. Like, it's either her or me. That's it. Those are the only choices. And he at first appeared as though he was going to try to take his lumps, but when she said that, did you see his
He didn't
demeanor?
like that.
His demeanor flipped. And he said, because she said it twice, and he goes, you don't need to repeat things to me. I understand them the first time.
Yeah.
And that is the one and only time in your life or my life or whatever that you will ever give me an ultimatum.
Gross.
That's it.
Gross.
And he gets up and leaves. Just walk. That needs a term. People that won't stay and finish a conversation. But she's like, it's not an ultimatum. No, it's not. It's a choice.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
This is not an ultimatum. I don't see it as an ultimatum. It's whatever. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
She also could have chose to just be done, but whatever. You know, feelings are involved.
But the
that made me
dynamic is
so mad.
he doesn't call it a relationship to begin with.
No.
And it's mean. It seems so mean, but he's very clear about it, that he does not want to be in a committed relationship with anybody. And he's very upfront about it.
Well, he says that. And he says it to Galena, but he behaves differently. She's staying with him 2, 3, 4 times a week. Eventually, because her house sells.
She kind of manipulated that a little bit.
Yes, she did. But he could have said, no, you can't stay here. He did say to her, if I was going to marry anybody, it would be you.
Yeah.
He did say, I don't want to be in a relationship, but they were kind of living life together in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
I think he was giving mixed messages. Is that fair to say?
I think he's giving mixed messages. I also think that she is in charge of she's like the operations manager for
That's
that
right.
business, all of his businesses.
That's right.
And then did you see that he was under like criminal investigation for crop insurance fraud?
No,
So
they
this
haven't
is
showed that on the show yet.
Like I was Googling a whole
Right.
bunch of stuff.
I did see what happened to, there's a teaser advertisement where the oldest son goes to the other sons and says, we're under FBI investigation.
Right.
But anyways, go ahead. No,
So-
I didn't see.
I think maybe he was real reluctant to like end it with Galena because she's so tied in his money situation.
Yeah.
And there's a little worry.
Right.
And Galena and Steve, their relationship started because he cheated on his wife with her.
And we didn't find that out till later. And here's this part of my personality I've shared before where I like to find out about people, their backstory, and then what that causes is for me to excuse things that shouldn't be excused. But at some point, the oldest son, I think, explained a little bit about his dad's background and his relationship with his mother. And I was like, oh, it makes so much sense the way he treats women.
It does.
But I mean,
But it doesn't make it right.
No, it doesn't make it right.
There's a phrase called rise above your raisin.
Yeah, that's right. But deal with your trauma.
Right.
You know, I always say there's not a single person that comes into their adult life unscathed. All of us have, whether it's a little scar or a big gashing, we have something, right?
Yeah.
And we didn't cause it, but we're responsible for it. It's the same thing as if somebody rear ends me, right? And they do a lot of damage to my car. It happened, actually. I was stopped at a stoplight. Somebody was getting off the exit ramp, thought she was still on the interstate, and hit me hard.
Yeah.
Okay, lots of damage to my vehicle. Was that my fault? No. I did absolutely nothing wrong. But unfortunately, it's up to me to have the responsibility to fix it, take care of it, deal with the insurance claims, all that. I have to be without a vehicle for a while, all that. I got to figure out how to deal with it and make it right. It's the same thing with us in life and our wounds that we come with. You're responsible for fixing it, healing. And I would just like to see him be better.
Yeah, right.
And I think it's admirable for a family to have that much loyalty and to the point where when push comes to shove, they're kind of saying, if I have to choose, I will always choose my dad, this farm, our family.
Yeah.
That's not healthy.
No, not at all.
And it's definitely, no wonder none of them are married yet. Like, you can't, I don't know. It's so frustrating to me.
Yeah.
Everybody will always be an outsider in Steve's mind.
Yeah. Right.
I was glad there's only been one episode so far that I've seen of season 2, and I'm glad to see that they're introducing the ex-wife, the mom.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see. So far, she seems like a real decent person, but you know, we'll see.
It's very interesting. I was very confused. Not confused. It's interesting how they kept saying we're $50 million in debt. We're $50 million in debt. And then you watch them drive all these massively expensive vehicles.
And go on all these trips.
All the trips. The dad has a house in Nashville. He is building a house in Kansas City. He has a huge house in Gallatin. The math isn't mathing. Like, this seems like a fixable problem.
Right.
I just also feel like they misrepresent themselves significantly. They'll keep saying they have 40,000 acres. They don't own 40,000 acres. They
more
own
than that, isn't it?
They own some, but then they lease a whole bunch.
Oh. I mean, and farming, I imagine, is weather dependent and, that kind of thing.
Right. Uh-huh.
Tell me a little more about your dad and your conversation. Because after you're like, Kelly Jo, I just finished the whole thing. I was up till 3:30.
I was up till 3:30. It was ridiculous.
And you're like, I am so anxious to talk to my dad about this. Tell me more about that conversation.
I mean, I always say that sometimes rural America is like one small town, I guess is how I'll word that. And so I knew that he would know stuff. I talked to my mom about it too. And it just seems like I was told a story about how they approached some people about leasing their property, and those people were like, absolutely not. I don't care what the dollar amount is. I will not rent to you. They have created a reputation for themselves of just being disgusting. And that's what people see.
Which is interesting. That's totally believable. But in a lot of ways, the first few episodes when he was saying the community hates us, not sure why, he kind of presented as like a decent guy, not with women, but like how he treated other people, right? And part of my thinking too is like, where do they find these people on a lot of reality shows? Who has that much drama in their life?
Yeah.
Drama.
Yeah. I think Stephen Jr. is the one that approached Bravo about them having a show.
He's probably trying to get money, huh?
I think so, because he was on Joe Millionaire.
He was on
Joe Millionaire, and that's how he met that girl. What's her name?
Kala?
Kala?
Yeah.
I wanted to say Chala. I was like, that's not right. That's not it.
I don't know. I don't have any of the girls' names down.
I think it's Kala.
That sounds right.
And then he's saying this thing about how he was watching Yellowstone, and he's like, hey, it's kind of like my family.
A little bit.
A little bit. Here's what I'm going to say. Say. I just feel like Yellowstone has a storyline.
Right.
There's like an actual...
Well, because it's written.
Right?
Like it's...
Well, that's a good point. It's not a reality TV show.
By a good writer who has...
I don't know. It just... The whole show is very chaotic.
Yeah, because what happens at the end of season 1, the dad just takes off. Yeah. Disappears.
Well, that's because he's going to go to prison.
Well, and so when season 2 started, and I've only seen one episode, he's not in the picture. And so you see the mom, but I kept thinking, is he really around? But they're just, want this whole storyline of the mom this time or whatever. But yeah.
Well, he's very active on TikTok.
Oh.
Because when I started Googling stuff, now all I see on TikTok is It's a Little Better Today. But for a while, I was seeing a lot of Steve McBee TikToks, and I was like, get me out of this. His sentencing hearing is in September. So he could very well be going to prison.
Okay, so he was found guilty, obviously.
Yep.
And was anybody else like a co-conspirator or anything?
I'm guessing Galena had full knowledge of what was happening.
Oofta.
And might have even helped him. Because the way that crop insurance works, if a field does not do as well as you think it's going to, or there's whatever, you can file for federal crop insurance. And so the federal government will write you a check. And so he owes the federal government almost $4 million in restitution.
Oh, gosh.
And he could face prison time. And people are saying that Galena probably knew. And because Stephen Jr. was so intertwined.
He was in the finances. There's some speculation that he also might have known about it. He's kind of gross, too. He is. Like, I get mixed reviews with him. Like, sometimes I'm like, I really want to like him. And then other times I'm like, ugh. Yeah. But I will say of the sons, and the youngest one we don't know too much about. Right. He's not around as much. But the Jesse, He seems
Very
decent.
He does. I thought the same thing.
He seems like, even the guys that hang around him that work with him said, like, he never looks at other women. He's not flirting. But where the rest of them, as soon as they get out of town,
Yeah.
they go just to misbehave.
Right. Yeah.
And it's like, also, guys, this is being filmed.
Yeah.
Dummies.
It's so right. It's definitely it's being filmed. Not only are like people going to see it, but like your significant others are going to see it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's an interesting situation. How did you feel about the scene where, so probably, let me back up.
Okay.
Probably my favorite person on this show is Tessa.
Tessa, for sure.
And Tessa does kind of remind me of Rip a little bit
A little bit.
from Yellowstone.
Yep. No
A
train
little bit.
station, probably, but yeah.
She's loyal to all of them.
Yep.
But she also is very open about their flaws.
Yeah.
And she's very, like, if they ask her direct questions, she gives very honest answers.
Yeah.
So there was a scene where Brooke, the Kansas City girlfriend, reappears, and she's supposed to meet Tessa, and Tessa's supposed to give her some keys. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And then Tessa gets to the office, and she sees that Galena is there,
Yeah.
and she's freaking out.
Yeah.
So she goes up to tell Galena that Brooke is on her way.
Right.
Okay, so
Because
then...
she didn't expect Galena to be working on a Saturday.
Right, but apparently Galena was covering up the numbers.
Apparently.
Laundering the money
little
through the car wash.
fudging.
Who knows?
And we're not talking about candy.
So then Galena and Brooke are face to face.
Yeah.
What an interesting, like, conversation.
I mean, I was waiting for you want them to meet each other.
Yeah.
Right? But yeah, it got catty, and I didn't like that.
I didn't like it either.
It's hard, I'm sure, with your emotions in the moment. I think what they probably both realize later is it's not really the other woman's fault. That's not really the person to be mad at.
Yeah.
Also, it's easy to watch the story and be like, get out.
Yeah.
But, when you're in love and your emotions are involved, you're not getting all the information.
Right.
It's mixed messages and that. It's like the whole season, I'm like, oh, I want them to come face to face. I want to see what happens. But it did get catty.
Oh, yeah. When Brooke met Steve and, like, ended it with him,
She was so nice to him.
I thought, well, that was some class. Good for you, Brooke. Then when she got all in Galena's face,
Right.
like, oh, that's not a good look for you.
And apparently, she was getting the keys because she was supposed to go do some home interior
She's going to
work
redecorate his
or whatever.
Nashville house.
He had kind of led Galena to believe that, like, all contact had been discontinued. But he had before the car incident, too.
Right.
And when she said, are you seeing her? Are you seeing her? He took forever to answer. And he's like, yeah, we've talked a few times. Anyways, I'll tell you what I did love. Whether I agree with her or not, Tessa and Galena... Tessa doesn't care for Galena.
I know.
You know what I'm thinking now? It must be because she's been with the family for so long. I bet she has some feelings about what happened to Mrs. McBee.
Christy.
Yeah. She's not shy about saying, don't really care for Galena at all.
Right.
But, right, wrong, or indifferent, when she felt like Brooke was in the wrong and viewed Tessa as part of this family.
Yeah.
I mean, she was right there with Galena.
She
right
was.
in Brooke's face. And she doesn't even like Galena.
Right.
But I like about her that she knows her mind and she doesn't care if she likes you as a person or not. In her mind, what's right is right.
Yeah.
And she's going to stand on that side, even if it's with an enemy.
Right.
Because it's what's right in her mind. I liked her assertiveness in that. My first thought was, and this is not the right thought, is like, Tessa, what are you doing going in there? By the time Brooke shows up and you hand her the keys, Galena will not be...
Well, I thought the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing?
Right.
Which was it staged?
But it's being recorded. So she probably didn't want later...
Yeah.
If you ever found out, if I knew that Mr. Dumpster Fire was out there engaging with people, but I never said anything to you. But then, so maybe that's what it was.
It could be.
I don't really know how to feel. And Jesse, who's a decent guy, he's been with his girlfriend for 10 years.
Yeah, they're engaged now.
They are.
And married.
And they were living together. So, I mean, that's a good commitment. He does seem like decent. He's a little quieter. He seems like a decent, he knows how to behave. And he was even trying to detour the younger one, Cole, from misbehaving while they were out.
Yes. Slow to speak, that one, Jesse.
He is.
It's not a bad quality.
And also what I didn't like about something Cole did. So he was flirting all night with this girl, right? And dancing with her and touching and all that. And he's like, it's such a hard decision to not go home with her. Then she must have needed to use the restroom or something. And he's like, okay, go ahead. I'll be here. And she's like, you're going to bounce. And he's like, no, I won't. Sure enough, as soon as she went to the bathroom, he just took off. Why can't you just say, yeah, nice meeting you. I'm going home with my brother. Like,
or
why?
maybe from the get-go,
Oh, yeah.
remember that you're kind of in a relationship.
A live-in relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah. These are my guilty pleasures. Why do I love trash TV? The reason is human behavior fascinates me.
Well, yeah.
It fascinates me.
It's like a train wreck in a lot of ways. It's like a train wreck, and I just need to see how it ends. And then after I'd Googled a little bit and I kind of had an idea of where it was headed, then I was pretty hooked. But now I'm having a moral conflict.
Oh, what's that?
I just don't want to support them financially in any way.
Yeah.
Because I think they're scoundrels.
The thought occurred to me a few minutes ago. In some ways, we're promoting the show.
I know.
Because I was thinking we ought to get a hold of Bravo. Look, we're promoting.
It definitely makes you appreciate the good people out there, doesn't it?
I continue at my age to be amazed at the kind of people that are out there. I was going to say this too. He's about my age, right? This
51,
Steve guy.
that guy.
He's very handsome.
Do you think so?
I think so for this age. He's got some hair, right? Maybe not a full head.
I can't get past the personality.
Well, no. Once you know him, no, you can't. But I'm saying this is why it's such a shame. Guys are jaded with this online stuff. We are too.
Right.
Because we run into a lot of jerkoids.
Right.
Just be a good person and be a good example for your kids.
Yeah.
And they're all in their 20s, right?
I think the oldest one is like 28.
Yeah. So they're young. They're
Right.
still young.
A lot of growing up to do in a lot of ways. Some space from their dad.
They do. Well, they'll get some, apparently. I'm hopeful about their mom, that she is a good influence. And spoiler alert, if you haven't started season 2, I was so happy to hear the oldest son said he really admires his mom because she, after the divorce, took her business and made it super duper duper successful.
Right.
Like so much more
Profitable.
Yep. And didn't she say that Steve had said she'll never survive or she'll run it in the ground or whatever, but
Right.
she's the one with the successful, not in jail business. Well, first of all, let me ask you this. When in all your Googling, how popular is this show?
Not that popular.
Oh, it's not.
No, I think it's becoming more popular. I think they're doing a lot of promoting.
Yeah,
Like
and
on Instagram and stuff about it.
And we need a Yellowstone fix. Which, by the way, did you know the spinoff of Beth and Rip is supposed to come out in November?
Oh, I could get excited about that.
I can too. The benefit of you continuing to watch it is the content that we have to discuss with the general population who
know.
also has things to say about the McBees.
That's true. That's
But
true.
we'll see where it goes. Because I have a whole long list of things we can talk about. Not this show, but other topics.
Yeah.
So I don't know how we're going to get to it all, Jenny. Okay, Jenny.
All right. See you next time.
See you next time.
We'll laugh about this later. The story's still being written.
Because at JK Podcast, we're just kidding, but also we're really not. Thank you for listening. Remember to like and subscribe to our channel. If you found this episode enjoyable, please share it with a friend or post it on your favorite social media. We would love to hear from you by either commenting on the episode or sending us an email at jkunexpectedpodcast@gmail.com. That's jkunexpectedpodcast@gmail.com.